Greetings everyone, my friends. Welcome to my new video. Today guys, we're going to see if Bitcoin is dead. This is the volume chart you see below. When we look at the volumes, we actually see a volume that is constantly failing. Volume is like the breathing of cryptocurrencies or a financial instrument. So when we look at it, is Bitcoin dead? It looks like it's dying. In today's video, what's happening in Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin dead? Or are we in the last phase of these declines, these death throes? We're going to look at that. Let's go to our video without wasting time. Friends, I am Monte I create content about cryptocurrencies and finance for you on YouTube. If you like this kind of content, you can subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Today our topic is Friends, Bitcoin and volume, and whether Bitcoin is dead or not. There was a site I liked very much on Twitter, a Twitter account called Did Bitcoin Die Today? This account is an account I have been following for a very long time. Here's what it means in Turkish. Is Bitcoin dead today? Every day this friend tweets. And he answers whether Bitcoin is dead or not. Since I've been following him, the answers are always no. Finally, he tweeted again today, is Bitcoin dead? No, it's not. So friends, Bitcoin is not really dead. I don't think it's going to die. What's the problem for us? Volumes. Now when we look at the volumes have dropped almost 1/10 since March. There is a very serious volume decline. The volume also affects our decline. The price can only rise with volume. And this is pushing people away from the system. But we shouldn't look at this graph from the wrong place. We have achieved very good volumes here. I mean, we have seen higher volumes than the volumes we achieved in this period. But when we look at the long-term graph, friends, I am opening the weekly chart for you. Actually, when we open the long-term chart, friends, let's put a tap here. Quite a period, 2020, 2019 period. We are in a period close to their volumes. What happened? It went from 20,000 to 3,000. Volumes went down and down and down. In this period, there was talk about whether Bitcoin was dead or not. Afterwards, friends started their journey up to 68,000. When we look at the past, volumes can fall as much as today from time to time. Maybe a little bit lower today. Why? Because very serious regulations are coming from the West. China has already kicked them out. Yes, it is not that there is some volume decline. But let me tell you this, friends. The coming days are very good days. And if you invest correctly these days, if you really research and learn, if you get trainings, do you know what they will say to you in the future? They will say, I was very lucky. But you are not very lucky. You actually worked hard. You made the right moves. So I think Bitcoin is ahead of such a process. By the way, friends, we are changing our reward mechanism. Now, friends, before, we were giving 200 liras each to 2 friends who liked the video, left a comment, subscribed to the channel. But the thing was happening. That is, it was being abused too much, spam comments were coming. Now, friends, we changed our format as follows. We will donate 2 TL of food to stray animals for every like that comes to the video. So you can support stray animals just by liking the video. And we will share them regularly on Twitter on a weekly basis. For example, when we receive 200 likes, we will distribute 400 liras worth of food to stray animals. We are back again. When we actually look at it right now, the low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, and low series I told you before continues. If he hits a high here, it will be delicious. Because there's still a difference between these two sinks. We still saw a higher low than the previous low from the previous low. This is a good development for us. Now, let's look at the developments. We have 2 very important events ahead of us. The first one is the Bitcoin halving cut down. Halving means that the reward given by Bitcoin falls from place to place. Usually with this halving, you also need a very serious news. Now we had drawn such a czar. In the previous bull cycle, that is, especially on the date when that 20 date was now 2020. In Bitcoin, both look here friends, the halving came. Just halfway through the bull cycle, halving came. At this time, Elon Musk would also move the market up very nicely. Elon Musk came to the market. Corporates came, and so on. Our half, that is, this date, this period, friends. What did we say right now? April 2024. When is our halving? Let's look at the exact date. The current date shows May 7th, 2024, friends. 245 days later, we have the halving. And look, on this date, we are waiting for an event that we can consider important again. The name of this event, friends, is Bitcoin Spot ETF application. Since we have explained this many times, I will explain it very superficially. Companies that win this ETF will be able to buy real Bitcoin on behalf of their investors. This has never happened before in America. And the date of this, friends, is March 2024. The SEC can postpone the decision until March 2024, but in March 2024 at the latest, it has to announce it definitively. Very likely it will be positive. And hearing the word that both halving and spot ETF have been approved, Bitcoin will start its upward journey by wearing that blue arrow like this. Of course, these are not investment recommendations, these are our comments. So let's look at this BlackRock, friends. BlackRock's total assets under management. Friends, we are talking about $10 trillion. This is a very big money that you cannot put this money side by side. $10 trillion. When you open the list of Turkey's most valuable and most expensive companies, look, the total value of the 100 biggest companies in Turkey, my friends, is $16 billion. According to a report by Konavis, these biggest companies in Turkey are Turkish Airlines, Arçelik, Ford, Vestel, Turkcell, add them all up. Akbanks, banks, markets. All of them are now down to the $16 billion announced here in the 2022-23 report. Now look, we are going from billion dollars to trillion dollars. I mean, this is almost 1,000 times the size of the 100 largest companies in Turkey. This is such a gigantic chain of companies with assets management. They call this shadow banking, black Rakam. And these guys want a spot ETF. They want the spot ETF to come. And spot ETF will probably come because these guys want it. Because their spot ETF pass rate is 99%. So almost every spot ETF decision is positive. We say the math is incredible. We drew a color like this, friends. Bitcoin continues its life in this color. The ranges of this color are $31,000 and $24,900. The important thing is that I think there is a very important resistance there. So friends, this will try to push again, especially right now. It is very important that it maintains the level of $25,300. Now in general, even though things don't look very good, I think the trend is upward. The medium-term trend is upward. 2024 years will be good. Maybe 2023 years will be like this. But we've been consoling ourselves for 2 years. When we look at it like this, Bitcoin is not going very badly between prices. So we are now at $25,000 from $15,000. The fact that our volume is very low is a disadvantage. Of course, we have said this before. Friends, we create content that will benefit you as much as we can. You can make this video reach more people by liking it. At the same time, you increase our motivation. You can also subscribe to our channel. Now, since so many people from Turkey are stock market investors, I'm going to touch a little bit on the stock market. There was an important resistance of $301 that I mentioned here. Friends, there is a risk of a double top forming here. It had formed before, and the stock market had lost half its value against the dollar. Look, it is pushing that double top right now. So the next week or 2 weeks, important. Let's approach the price from here right now, friends. It is not clear whether it will break out from here and go up or go back. So if you are investing, you can wait during these periods. If you have not invested, there are important days for us here. Nasdaq, friends, are progressing very seriously in a rising trend. We will invest in Nasdaq together. We will also buy Teslas if necessary. Updates and developments about this will be announced on our channel, of course. Twitter, the X platform, has received a new license. It will be able to offer crypto payment services. The richest man in the world is getting a license related to crypto. The richest company in the world wants to make spot ETF. We have halving ahead of us, and you are still wondering if Bitcoin is dead and coming to the video. No, friends, Bitcoin is not dead. Friends, by the way, our Monte Crypto Count news channel is online. Here we only share important news about the market. We share valuable news. If you want to follow this news, there is a link to this channel in the video description. I recommend you to join. Thank you very much for watching. If you have something on your mind, you can ask as a comment. Hope to see you in another video. Goodbye.